Hi everyone, my name is Julie. Thank you so much for watching. Today we're doing our Sassy Sample project pan. These are really just foil packets that I've got in my collection that I want to use up. I had a whole crap at the end of last year and I still feel like we're starting 2022 off on the right foot, getting lots of the stuff gone. I do have 29 samples in this project, so it's a lot. This is about halfway through, give or take a day or two, but I finished 9, which is less than I was expecting. I kind of thought that a sample would be like 1 or 2 uses, but some of these surprised me and had a little bit more inside. So that's really interesting. And then of course I do have some larger samples, like some of the foundations were like a lot more than I expected. So I'm going to show you the foundations that I did use up and everything like that. So let's just dive into it. And this is going to be in like no particular order. It's not in the way I used it up or anything like that. It's just going to kind of be what it is. So the first one I know I love and I enjoy, this is the OC Andera Algae Body Oil. I love this stuff. It is so good. I regret not buying this when it went 50% off for our skincare month, but hopefully that does it again. This stuff is amazing. Absolutely adore. Yeah, I use it. That was a 1-use. No, that was a 2-use one. Like some of these I was just so surprised for 2 uses. But that was a 2-use one. Like I thought that would just be 1. I did it on my legs, and I also did it on my belly and my chest area, and it took 2 uses, so that packet was really good. The other body cream I put in here I've used up, which is the Body Shop Body Butter and Almond Milk. This smelled amazing. I'm not even gonna lie, it smelled so good. This again was a 2-use one. I probably could have done 1, but I just used this one on my legs, to be honest with you. I didn't use it like on my actual torso area or on my arms or anything like that. I don't tend to put lotion on my arms in like full transparency. I don't know why. I kind of do like face, neck, décolletage, belly, and legs. That's kind of like where I put lotion. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that's kind of what I do. I've liked these for a long time and I think that's good. I actually don't know where that sample came from. I'm sure I bought something from Ulta and that was like part of the sample packet thing. I've used one of the 2 eye creams. This is the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Eye Cream. You know what's funny? I look at this and go, I don't remember using this at all. I know I did because I ripped it off. And I do remember like probably using it 2 times. I know this was more than a 1-use one. This is what I was talking about. Like, don't you think there just should be 1 use in there? But no, it wasn't. I don't think it did amazing thing for my eyes. I like the face base way better than that eye one. I love the Bobbi Brown face base. In terms of moisturizers, this is the Naturally Serious Anti-Pollution Repair Cream by Skin Warrior. This one smelled like a plant. It smelled very herbally. This actually did have 1 use in that one. But because of the scent, I wasn't like super distraught that there was just 1 in there. I don't know, that's not the scent that I enjoy. I don't want like plant on my face. I don't know if that makes sense. The Lord Jones, the Whole Plant Formula Acid Mantle Repair CBD Moisturizer. There was 1 use in this one too, and I used it. I thought it felt really nice. I think the texture of those are really good. I think this is the last moisturizer I used up. This is the Glow Recipe Banana Souffle Moisturizing Cream. This took 3 uses and it smelled like banana. Like actual banana, not Runts banana, but like an actual banana fruit. I thought that this was interesting. The souffle is definitely the texture of it. It's not like a lotion or a cream, it's a souffle, so it has a little whipped action to it. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I love banana on my face. That was just kind of personal preference. So, but I did think it moisturized well. So I have no complaints about that one. It was a good product, but I just now know it's not quite for me. I used 1 primer. This is the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas primer. This took, again, 3 uses to use up. It was just this little packet here and there. I apologize. I don't know why my nose is running. It's so running. I already know that it's a good primer. It's just not my favorite primer, but it is a good one. I think that for me, it just is, I want something a little bit more emollient than this is. Just like a personal preference type of thing. The Hula Bronzer I used up. This one was 2 uses. This one I thought was really interesting because I thought the brown would go away, but in fact there was powder on top of that tinted brown surface. It's gone. I love this bronzer. I think this one's really nice. It's a classic. Yeah, really enjoy this one. I recommend that actually to my guests quite frequently. In terms of like primer slash foundation, the Becca I used up here. I did use up all of the packets on there. I think I used like 1.5 one day and 1.5 the other day, and I had the purple primer in here. Can't get this anymore, although I do think it looked nice. Like in general, Ozzy thought that like foundation was pretty good. It's just the fact you can't get it anymore. This, I used the Fenty Foundation, and you might be looking at that being like, what? There were 3 uses in this. 3 uses in this Fenty Foundation. So I'm glad I used it up. I actually have opened the second Fenty that matches me perfectly. This one was the pink version, which is fine. Like I just kind of toned it down with a powder, but this is the one that matches me perfectly. I love the Fenty Foundation. I know people worried about on YouTube. I never tried it when I was at Sephora. Now it's at Ulta. I purchased it. I'm loving it. So yeah, that's exciting. I'm also, side note, in love. I put on highlight again for the first time in a while, and I just did like, I put my blush further back than I normally would, and then I brought the highlight forward, and I think that that looks pretty nice. Let me know what you think. I don't know, I think it's more modern than what I had been doing. I thought what I've been doing was bad, but whatever. And then my last sample, this is the Morphe foundation, and it was in the shade F100. They don't make this at Ulta anymore. I didn't really love this foundation, to be honest with you. It was like, I thought it was going to be medium coverage and ended up being really sheer. And not that that's bad, but it was kind of thick to be sheer, which I thought was funny. Now, there's about 2 other shades I can get to match me, and I'll go ahead and use both of those up. But there was just something about it that just wasn't as pleasant. Like, I got this whole packet of foundation in there, and I'm just not going to use it. I already know, like, some of them are going to be too light for me. I thought that more would match me, or I could, like, mix and match the colors to make it work for me, but I'm not going to. I just don't care that much. This little guy, this was a 1-user. It's probably a little too much foundation for one look, but I just made it work. I think, like, in some of these sample sizes, I have a smaller face, which seems weird that I like a smaller face than maybe the average human, but I've noticed that my friends can use 1 foil sample and I just use half of it. So I'm really pleased with the 9 that I used up, but I was expecting to use like 15. I was expecting a little bit more, but I'm happy that I got, you know, a third done. Now this only goes for a month, so I have like 2 weeks left to use the rest of them. I do have like 4 open right now. I've got a primer, I've got an eye moisturizer, a moisturizer, and a foundation. So I just need to kind of like I've got lip products that I haven't even touched yet, and I need to use some face masks. I think once I get there, then we'll start seeing some more like usage, but once again, I'm pleased. It's just not like 50% yet. You know what's also really interesting? Out of everything that I tried, there were 2 things kind of going in that I knew I would like, which is the Fenty Foundation and the Hula Bronzer. I was kind of hoping to find like a moisturizer that I loved, but really those are still the 2 that I like. Like nothing in these samples are saying like you have to buy it. I actually don't think I own a Hula Bronzer at the moment. I know I own Dallas, but I don't think I own Hula. But I own the Fenty Foundation, and I also don't know if that sample of Hula made me want to buy the Hula Bronzer, but I do know how good it is. Like, I know the quality is there. I just have so many other bronzers at the moment. I wouldn't be mad if I got it. I'm not thinking, I'm like, I wonder if I have something gratis that I can pick out at the store and see. But, yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm glad maybe I didn't fall in love with anything. Maybe that's something good, because a lot of these samples are Sephora samples. I get in orders from them, so maybe it's a good thing I didn't fall in love with anything. We shall see what happens with the next bout. Maybe there'll be something I fall in love there. Oh, actually I have another one open. I've got a face wash open. See, I've got stuff open and ready to go. It's just taken like a while to use up on some of them. But thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all had a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you in my next video. Happy panning. Bye.